want to welcome everybody here and online. This is a special council meeting, 2 items on the agenda. And the first order of business is to acknowledge the land upon which we gather is the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq, and we pay our respects to the Indigenous Mi'kmaq people to this territory, past, present, and future. Next item on the agenda is a declaration of conflict of interest. Does anyone have any conflict with any of the items that we'll be covering here today? And I personally will step aside and hand the chair over for the resolution that involves me, so I'll be handing the chair over to Ron Dowling, Councillor Ron Dowling, for that resolution. Anyone else have any conflict of interest?
No, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, next item is approval of the agenda. Thank you. Moved by Councillor Cox. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Councillor Jackson. All right, and just before we get into the resolution, we don't have our recording secretary with us tonight. Mary McCaskill is off today, so I would just ask, please, if everyone would just speak one at a time so that we don't have 2 people speaking ever at the same time, because it makes it really difficult for the recording. So if everybody could just keep that in mind as much as possible.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
With the recording, it's more difficult to pick up all the voices, but when she's here, she can kind of distinguish, but with the recording, it's better if we just speak one at a time. Thanks.
Okay, with that, I'll hand the chair over to Councillor Dowling and for our first resolution.
Thank you, Your Worship. Item 4A, in Town of Stratford Resolution CW 007-2024, approval of the potential election of Mayor Steve Ogden to the Board of the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. It stems from the Committee of the Whole, moved by myself, whereas the Federation of Canadian Municipalities represents the interests of member municipalities on policy and program matters that fall within the federal jurisdiction, and whereas FCM's Board of Directors is comprised of elected municipal officials from all regions and sizes of communities to form a broad base of support and provide FCM with the united voice required to carry the municipal message to the federal government, and whereas FCM's hybrid annual conference and trade show will be held from June 6th to 9th, 2024, during which time the annual general meeting will be held, followed by the election of FCM's Board of Directors. Be resolved, the Council of the Town of Stratford, Prince Edward Island, endorsed Mayor Steve Ogden to stand for the election on FCM's Board of Directors for the period starting in July of 2024 and ending in June 2025. Be it further resolved that Council assumes all costs associated with Mayor Steve Ogden's attending FCM Board of Directors meetings. This resolution bears the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole meeting held on March 27th, 2024. Do we have a seconder?
I'll second.
Seconded by Jeff. All in favor?
Aye. No
Motion
discussion.
by Conjure reminded.
Any opposed?
You can be.
Motion carried. And at this time I'll turn the meeting back over to Mayor Ogden.
It was a close one.
I'm not going to ask for the result. I'll see, see the minutes, I guess.
Yes.
So I turn this back over to yourself, Your Worship.
Okay, thank you. Okay, our next resolution is CW 008-2024, sale of campus lot 1 to the government of Prince Edward Island for the construction of a high school. And this would be, what would this fall into, infrastructure or?
Committee of the Whole, actually.
Committee of the Whole. Okay,
I'll move it.
you gonna move it?
If you want. Yeah, it could. I mean, it could fall under, like you said, Mr. Mayor. And
Planning, yeah.
Could, I mean, really, finance, planning. I mean, infrastructure.
Yeah.
You know,
Go ahead.
It was actually a formality. We had all this information when we checked with Perlene. Perlene said You need an actual formal resolution.
Yep.
Oh, it's
We've
a
already-
town asset, yeah.
Yeah, we've already had memorandum of understanding, and the purchase and sale agreement has gone through, but we do have to have this, so, so really, committee of the whole where it would fall for this time,
Okay.
because it didn't go through any other committees.
Okay, Councilor Jeff McDonald to move the resolution.
Sure, I'll move this resolution, although it does come from committee of the whole. Resolution bears our number, just let me check, CW 008-2024, and it is for the sale of campus lot number 1 to the government of Prince Edward Island for the construction of a high school. The recitals are, whereas the town of Stratford owns a parcel of land identified as provincial parcel number 1137884, which land was acquired for the purpose of developing a community campus. And whereas the town has reserved a portion of the community campus property for the construction of a new senior high school. And whereas the town has been in negotiations with the government of Prince Edward Island, the province, regarding the purchase and sale of the lands that are required for the new senior high school. And whereas selling this land to the province will result in a financial benefit to the town and will facilitate future growth and development in the community. Now, therefore, be it resolved, 1, that the town sell campus lot 1 to the province on the terms and conditions set forth in the attached agreement of purchase and sale. 2, that the town's mayor and chief administrative officer be and are hereby authorized and directed for, and in the name of the town, to do all acts and things, and to execute or cause to be executed all such documents as may be necessary or desirable in connection with the land transfer to the province, including, but not limited to, the deed of conveyance, the right-of-way agreement, and the easement in favor of Maritime Electric Company Limited, copies of which are all annexed hereto, together with any other closing documents. 3, that all documents, instruments, writings, acts, or proceedings connected with or pertaining to the said land transfer, which may have already been executed, made, done, or taken on behalf of the town, including the agreement of purchase and sale, be and are hereby expressly approved, ratified, and confirmed.
Okay, do I have a seconder on that?
Sure.
Or Councilor Cox? Okay, thank you. Okay, any discussion?
I did see the agreement of purchase and sale. Just want to confirm that the easement has been prepared and the right-of-way agreements are all prepared as well.
Correct.
Okay.
I can show you a copy of these for the,
Mostly the right-of-way, I guess.
there. And then
All right.
I do have another one also. That's not it. That's the top portion of it.
Okay.
Brings you almost down to, there's the easements for the province, for their stormwater ponds, et cetera.
So that's where that's going to be. Okay.
And then, more here. This is the part 2 of it. This brings you down to the, we'll leave this up for further discussion.
That's
later.
at the bottom policy.
That's the business park lots,
Yeah.
which is also part of the parcel.
That we're conveying?
Oh, no, no.
No, I suppose not. Okay, yeah.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah.
The other
Okay,
one,
yeah.
the other one I showed
Yeah.
you is the actual conveyance.
Yeah.
This one here.
Okay.
No, sorry. Original one I showed you was the actual conveyance.
And so just so I understand, it just so I get an appreciation, because I know it's just to scale as possible. How big is this drainage pond going to be?
When I go through the community campus presentation, when we talk about what we're going to speak with the premier, that'll give you a better idea of
Okay.
what they look like,
Great.
within scale of the fields and
Yeah,
stuff like
that
that.
would be great. Okay. That's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, any other discussion? Nobody else?
No, I still, well, just for clarity, and maybe you said this in your explanation, but typically this would have come sooner, is that right? Or why is this now?
It's the last part of it, to allow for the mayor and I to sign the purchase and sale agreement, which
So
we
the-
already approved quite a while ago, and the memorandum of understanding, so this is just to ratify everything. Really, I questioned Berlin whether they actually needed it, but for the simplicity of having this meeting, and we're already having a special council meeting to put it through, so.
I think
So the resolution.
disposing of an asset,
That's it, yep,
so I think it's appropriate to do the resolution.
yep, exactly.
Right, but the resolution would not be required if it was just, because the parcel land's already been sold, that agreement's already been done, so the resolution's not required for that.
This is for the final sale of the property, so we can sign the final documents, the mayor and I. We need permission from council to do that. Yep.
Okay, as soon as Jeff gets back, maybe we'll have the vote.
Like the price and the area we were selling has been agreed upon years ago, actually. It's been that long before we actually got to the point where we're ready to have the money transferred from their account into ours now.
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
Okay, I guess, unless there's any other discussion, we're ready for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone against? Motion carried. Thank you, everyone. Any other business anyone would like to bring to the table at this time?
No, thank you.
I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Thank you. We're now adjourned.